Welcome back to the Early Bird Show. I'm your host, Eric. It's season 2 here.
Season 2, baby.
Season 2. Hey, if you're following us and rocking with us, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on the social medias.
Welcome back, man.
Welcome back. Here with my guy, G's.
Yes, sir.
My boy, Chi.
Chi do not be known, y'all.
Oh, man.
Let's get this out the way.
Chi knows. He knows. Few things to know. The New York Yankees stink.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Terrible.
Yeah, bad. Deion Sanders shared a lesson with his team that every black mother in the window had told her kids. If one fights, we all fight. Left out the ending. Either you beat them or I'm going to beat you.
TCU.
Exactly.
Mama be proud for that game last week, boy.
Yeah, man. Giannis said that he may be a bigger star in Greece than Jordan and LeBron are in America, which isn't saying much since Greece is smaller than Texas.
Right?
You know what I mean? I was just like, okay, Giannis, but okay. And Shannon Sharp joined First Take with Stephen A. Smith.
Skip. His name is Skip.
His name is Skip?
His name is Skip.
The same Stephen A. that criticized Kevin Durant for joining the Golden State Warriors. If Shannon Sharp is joining you, you know, I call a spade, and y'all a super team. You know, just saying. Hey, Team USA lost to Germany 113 and 111. You know, that was a hard loss. But my question is, does the American Olympic team have more pressure to win gold next year in the Olympics of 2024 in Paris?
I want to say yeah, but I'll be honest. I think at this point the Olympic team isn't as, it's not the focus anymore. I don't think it's like all the stars are coming to play. Like look at the guys that are on that team compared to what we've seen past teams. Like these teams are just people that just want to ball, the players that just want to ball and like show their skills off. So, and I don't mean this to specifically point out players, but it's like those guys on this team, it's like they're not superstars. They just
it wasn't the strongest team I thought we could put together for sure. I think next year for the Olympic team, especially since they lost this year, it may be more
maybe that push.
Yeah, because I'm looking. I know they said LeBron sent out a flare that he might be interested in the 2024 Olympics.
Oh yeah, he's collecting badges at this
Yeah,
point.
why not? And if you get LeBron to get there, I think the people that he brings with him
definitely
may have that initiative to get there. And plus, they're gonna be coached by Greg Popovich.
Yes.
Steve Kerr, I'm trying to give him credit in my head, but I really can't because I looked at that team and they were just the only big man we had was what, Jaren Jackson and Bobby Porter Jr.
Yeah, that's all.
I like both of those players, but neither one of those players are like
stars.
The players that I thought was going to be like in the front court. I mean, in the back court.
Yeah.
Front court, excuse me, in the front court for us. So, yeah, I didn't really like that much.
As far as pressure, I mean, this is like their second loss, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their second loss. So I do think there's some type of pressure that either the players that are on this team or guys that are home watching this, like, damn, I could have been on that team. We could have won this game.
Yeah, you got people like Trae Young. Now we're looking at thinking about, was it firepower? Was it defense? Was it just like the big man? Like, what needs to happen here for us to get over this hump? Because the gap of talent is closed.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's close or getting closer. It's close. Gotcha. These players are good everywhere they play at. So
yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. Other thing, 73. Matter of fact, I'll wait for later for that one.
Hold on to that.
Yeah. But before that, my main man Chi has a stat for us.
Yes, sir. NFL is back. And today we're focusing on the Pittsburgh Steelers and the 49ers playing today in Pittsburgh. It's a 1 o'clock game. But in the Mike Tomlin era, the Steelers are 16-4-3 against the spread when they're home underdogs. Today, their Steelers are a 2.5 underdog against San Francisco. So you do what you do with that.
It's been a minute since I heard that. It's been a minute.
You do what you do with
Do
that.
what you do with that.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Well, I think that Steelers team is much more competitive than people think it is. They're in the hardest division, if you ask me, the AFC North. But
I think you used the right word, the right term. Also competitive.
Yeah.
I think that team is very competitive. I don't see a lot of skilled players. I think we saw a lot of videos from what's my man name, the wide receiver?
George Pickens?
Yes. I think we see a lot of videos of him catching wild passes. So outside of him, I don't think there's a lot of skilled players on that team, but competitive is the term to use.
Yeah, it's competitive. That's all you want. That's all you want in football,
especially
in that division. Just be competitive because they can end up in fourth place or they can end up in third place.
Second.
Or they might surprise you and end up in second place. We'll be right back. We have something that we want to show y'all. Somebody with some insight. You might need to hear.
Hold on. Don't give too much. Don't give him
Too much?
Don't give him too much.
Stay right there. This is EO in the Streets. What was your favorite player?
Basketball, we're gonna have to go KD, feel me?
Were you mad when he left Brooklyn?
Nah, not really, feel me? It happens. I already see what the Brooklyn organization does. At this point, you can't even judge the players. If everybody wanna leave, then it has to be something that has to do with the organization.
Sir, I can't lie. You said KD and I looked up. I'm like, dang, bro, you tall. Soccer,
Yeah,
best player in the world.
Messi. Of course.
Messi?
Yes.
You said it like just Messi.
Yes.
Not Ronaldo?
No,
Mbappe?
no, Messi.
Messi.
Yeah.
Favorite memory about Kobe?
When he did a 360, he took the ball, he drove. I think he stole the ball and then he drove and then he stopped. He did a 360 and then he looked at the crowd. That was it.
Alright, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's a crazy way of describing it, but I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Back to you in the studio. And we're back. We have a guest with us today. What's going on, Ty? How you doing, man?
How's it going? I'm doing excellent, man. Been waiting on your call.
Before we start, I want to start with a little icebreaker. This or that.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite segments.
More likely to happen, this or that. Justin Herbert win a playoff game or Joe Burrow win an MVP.
I'm going to go Justin Herbert winning the playoff game.
Okay. All right. What about you, G's?
See, I like that man over there. See, we need to bring him every week because I like that guy. He can see the future. He knows what's going on. Justin Herbert. His name is Jay Herbert, by the way.
We're not calling him Jay Herbert. All right, this or that. Odell Beckham Jr. leading the league in receptions or the New York Giants winning the NFC East.
The New York Giants winning the Super Bowl has a better shot than OBJ leading the league in receiving yards.
Okay.
Spicy.
It's very spicy.
Spicy. Very spicy. I mean, I think he hit it right on the head. You got it. I don't know about the Giants win the Super Bowl. He lost me with that. But definitely the Giants win the NFC East. I don't think they will, but I don't see Odell being that top receiver like he was before.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. This or that. The Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl or Chi to dunk a basketball.
Chi is the one with the beard.
Yeah, it was not. She be knowing in the corner with the glasses.
She don't be knowing, she don't be dunking.
What about you, G's?
Hey, she ain't dunking no damn basketball. What the hell?
That's what you wanted, Chi, right? You wanted.
I'm taking both of them. Both of them. I'm dunking.
Combination.
Absolutely not. First question I wanted to ask you guys. They said it's 73.5 million Americans are expected to bet on the NFL. So out of that, how many will win?
The 0.5.
The 0.5?
The 73. The other 73, it's like we just giving away, we donating.
Yeah.
0.5 is probably gonna be the only one that wins.
That's a big number. What about you, Ty? What you think?
Well, I mean, traditionally, if Vegas is if they win at 52%, they're making a lot of money. Since they got the introduction of the parlay being so popular, they're always pumping parlay boosts, they money back on your parlays and all this stuff. And I think more people are parlaying than ever before. That just leads to more losers. I think it's only 25-30% of people winning.
You're not a fan of parlays.
No, it's a sucker's bet. Absolutely not. It's hard enough to pick one game.
Sucker picks.
I don't know about all that. I'm still doing them.
Oh, God. Oh, gee, you're a fan of parlays?
Of course. Don't worry. The straight bets is where the money at, but.
But you ain't with the money yet.
Nah.
Hey, yeah. Oh, man. Well, this football season is starting today. My question, I got a whole bunch of questions. First one, I think we all are interested in, but who's going to be the worst team in the NFL? Who's picking Caleb Williams?
Cardinals.
Geez, you got the Cardinals taking the first pick?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, Arizona. Sorry.
I mean, I don't want to say a lot of bad teams in the NFL. I think a lot of people upgraded their quarterbacks. And teams with really bad quarterbacks, if you just look around the league, are really the teams that do bad. I don't think Kyler Murray is terrible as a quarterback, but he hasn't been showing that he can play well. I think the Bucks, the Bears, the Falcons, and the Colts, even though the Colts just got a first-round draft pick, but all of those guys have really so-so quarterbacks. Justin Fields ran for 1,400 last year or whatever it was. I still think he needs to throw the ball. So I'm going to go with the Bucks, man. I think Baker Mayfield is going to bring them down to their knees, man. I think I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm thinking it's the Cardinals because I'm like, all right, they seem like they done shipped it in. They were showing a clip of their coach giving their motivational speech, and I was just like, yeah, none of this looks like it's right. They got players saying that they don't even want to. They're telling other players not to come to the Cardinals.
Be here.
You know, so I like what you said about the Bucks, but I'm with you if they trade Mike Evans on the season. Right now with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, I'm like maybe they still got a chance. They still got a lot of good players on that team.
That's the thing. They have some weapons on that team. So it's
You
like
know?
if Baker Mayfield can kind of get it right 1 week or 2 weeks or whatever week he chooses to turn it on, they might be able to win something. They might be able to steal a game. But it's like the Bucks, they don't have any. I'm sorry, it's like the Cardinals, they don't have any weapons on that team. Kyler Murray's injured, so he's not going to be back He's not going to be back today. He's going to be back whenever he feels comfortable.
Yeah,
But
possibly week 5, I
yeah,
believe.
exactly. But
So-
other than that, it's like they don't have any weapons on that team.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Name me one wide receiver from that team. My point exactly.
Yeah, I can't right now.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. All right. NFL teams that made the playoffs last year that you think won't make the playoffs this year.
Ooh,
I can run down the teams if you need me to.
I've been waiting.
So KC made it, Philly made it, Buffalo, San Francisco, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, Dallas, the Chargers, the Giants, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Cincinnati Bengals all made the playoffs last year. Out of all those teams, what team isn't making the playoffs, Ty?
I'm going with Seattle. The Bucks was on that list too, right? They made the playoffs last year, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I put Seattle and the Bucks on there, but I mean, you made a valid point. Mike Evans is still there, and Godwin, still I don't trust Baker Mayfield, but I'm going with Seattle.
Is this on me? Look at me. The Jacksonville Jaguars will not be a good team this year, and I'm saying. Yes, the stove is on. This is very spicy.
Wait,
and I'm saying this from a standpoint of a little bias. I just don't like them.
You just don't like them. They're in one of the worst divisions in the league.
I don't like them.
They're the best team in that division.
I don't like them.
So who's winning that division in your eyes? The Titans?
Yep. Everybody but the Jacksonville Jaguars. My feelings is a little bit hurt from last year. Caps off to them, but they're not doing that again this year.
I started to change my answer because G's answer.
Yeah.
It's just so out of bounds.
Yeah.
If we being honest, I'm thinking it might be Miami. I'm thinking Miami doesn't make it. I know they got a high power offense. They have
now that's spicy.
They got a high power offense, but look at the division they're in right now. The Buffalo Bills are in there. You got the Jets. So I'm not picking them to win that division.
What about the Patriots?
What about the Patriots? The Patriots, they still got some time to build this stuff up. I'm not talking about the Patriots right now. I'm talking about the Dolphins. And Tua, as we've seen, is one bad tackle away from him not being in the game.
Yeah.
And I don't and Mike McDaniels, I might be a big fan of him as a coach. I see his game plan, just get speed, and that works. But got to the playoffs and they figured that out. So I don't even think they're gonna make the playoffs. If I wanted to get real spicy, I would say the Chargers.
Hey yo, what?
But I ain't gonna do that.
Let's turn these cameras off.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Hey, yo,
I won't do that. But I won't be looking at the Chargers all year.
Cut his mic off, y'all.
All right.
Cut his mic off.
So my next question for you, G's, is which player has the most pressure this year?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes has the most pressure this year?
Yes.
I'm listening.
They lost their offensive coordinator, and like I spoke before, his name, Eric Bieniemy. I think this is the team he just won. He just reached the pinnacle last year.
He just won his second Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Okay.
So for me, it's like if he doesn't get back to where he was last year, and I'm saying this as a Chargers fan, as an AFC West fan also.
Okay.
If he doesn't get back to that same stance, it's like, okay, maybe this is an off year for him. That defense is trash, so that offense has to, as we saw, I'm not sure if y'all watched the game on Thursday. Without Travis Kelce, it's like, what weapons does he have? You have a Kadarius Toney who drops passes like it's phone calls, and then it's like, what other weapons does he have really?
Yeah, I'm with you.
That was that. The stove was on.
The stove is hot. The stove is hot over there on G side. What about you, Ty? What player has the most pressure on him this year?
I'm gonna go with. I had two names written down, but I'm gonna go with Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp won a triple crown last year. I thought he overachieved, but apparently everybody else thinks he's that guy. Clearly, he is that guy. You don't win the triple crown by accident. You win a triple crown, and you're that guy, and people expect you to be that guy. You got to go out there and be that guy. So I think it's a lot of pressure for him to keep the Rams functioning.
I wrote down all quarterback names, but the one that stuck out to me, even though he's hurt, is Kyler Murray. Whenever he comes back, as we said, the pressure is on. He has to show them like, yo, that he's somewhat of that guy. Because if not, they're going to pick Caleb Williams and they're going to. Arizona's not a bad place to land.
Yeah.
They just had bad organization. Their organization has been a little bit iffy. They've been firing coaches, firing GMs. But Kyler Murray coming off an ACL tear, which already has pressure on it because you're trying to make sure you get back to who you were.
Yeah.
if you don't perform or show everybody that you're somebody, you're still that person, Caleb Williams will have his spot.
Yeah.
And wrap this up. Last question: Chiefs or the field? Jeez,
Field.
the field.
Easy. Next question. Field. Look at me. Field.
The field. That's not even a real question. I don't think the Chiefs are necessarily going to be that good this
Oh
year.
man, see, I like Ty.
Well, I'm going with the field as well. I don't think Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs they do it again. But then again, that's Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, so they have proved everybody wrong before. Maybe they do it again, maybe they don't. Hey Todd, thanks for joining in.
All right, no doubt.
We'll see you later, man. That was the Early Bird Show, first episode of season 2. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow us on social media,
Yep.
and we'll see you next.
Check. Yeah. Check. Yeah.